Doing a quick little live stream this morning. Just wanted to touch base on a couple things real quick. It's not going to be very long. I got a big day ahead of me. So, number one thing is this. Tate Brothers, I guess, came out and made some comments about their arrest. So, let's watch that short real quick. So, I guess there were these two girls. We're going to hear it right now.
A girl had been at a party at my house, and her boyfriend saw her Instagram stories, said, "Oh my god, you're at the Tate Brothers house in Romania." This was some American thing. And she went, I didn't want to come to this party. They made me come here and I'm not allowed to leave. So her boyfriend is obviously one of these believe all females. Oh my god, my girlfriend. Listen, she wasn't even home. He calls the fucking police and says my girlfriend's being held against her will by the Tate Brothers. The police call the American embassy, and the next day, police come to our house. They search our house. They find no drugs. They find no women. They find no people. There's nothing illegal in the house. So we're sitting there at the police station. The prosecutor says, "Because we searched your house." I'm like, "Oh, good. What'd you find?" "Well, nothing. But the report said that you were holding people hostage." I said, "Bro, there was no one at my house." He goes, "Yes, I know. But we checked the CCTV." I said, "Well, what did you find?" "The girl who made the complaints was outside the gates taking pizza delivery and coming back inside." So I'm sitting there laughing, the police are laughing, the prosecutor's laughing, and then I went home. A girl had been at a party.
So I don't think that's all there is to it. As we talked about last night, there was, he talked about how they try and shut you up. That's your first warning. Your second warning, your second strike is they throw you in jail. I think he's now gravitating onto his third strike. The both of them are. So I'm going to pay attention to this. I think he's kind of a key indicator to listen to on the world stage and to look at when it comes to kind of seeing how events are going to play out. So I'm really I'm going to keep my eyes on this situation today for y'all. So another thing I want to talk about real quick is the Graham Hancock incident. So I stand with Graham Hancock. He's under fire right now because of Ancient Apocalypse, his documentary on Netflix, which, you know, I kind of find funny because Netflix is like a what you would call leftist prone media company, and they do their thing. I mean, in a lot of the Netflix original shows, there's a lot of, you know, leftist propaganda, all things like that. So Graham's under fire, just like a lot of people are, for delivering a lot of insurmountable evidence to back up their claims. Ben Davidson is like that as well. He has gone in battle with NASA scientists, with climate scientists, and like won. They still try to smear him all the time. So Graham has kind of done the same thing. He has brought insurmountable evidence to the table to back his claims. I personally believe we are older than we know, 100%. And I do believe our true nature and our true origins are hidden from us purposefully. I have a theory. I don't think we're from here as in human beings. I do not think we originate here. I don't know where we originated from, per se, but there's a lot of gray areas when it comes to the human being. So what I'll say before I dive into this article I'm going to show you right here is, well, let's talk about evolution. Microevolution, which is when an animal makes small adjustments to its genetic, or a mammal species makes small genetic changes to its genetic structure over a long period of time to help it better adapt to their environment. That I agree with. That has a lot of evidence. I mean, it's very substantiated, and I will not refute the fact that microevolution exists. Now, macroevolution, when it comes to the human being and a lot of other species, there's a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of, and the scientific community likes to go, oh, it just happens over such long periods of time that you cannot notice or you can't see it. Well, here's the thing. Between Neanderthals and Cro-Magnon, we got 7 missing transitional species, okay? Transitional species are species that are kind of like, you would call an ugly duckling before it pops out the actual finished product down the line. So we're missing 7 transitional species. It does not explain how our brain mass increased 3 times over the course of a mere 1,500 years. By macroevolution standards, that should take a very, very long time. On top of that, why did we lose hair to don clothes? It doesn't make sense from an evolutionary standpoint. Why do we get sunburned? Why do we need C-sections? Why are we so fragile? I mean, look at this rocky planet we live on. You know what I mean? And why did we evolve out of us, our tough skin when we were primates, to have this soft skin that can cut so easily and things like that? So there's a lot of different things that kind of come into play. There was one scientist, I'll see if I can find the link and throw it up on this video later, who believes humans are originally from Mars, which I kind of agree with because of one, the Martian circadian rhythm that we have. We have a 25-hour circadian rhythm, and that is the length of a Martian day. You look at Mars billions of years ago, it was more habitable to life than Earth. It had better quality water, better gravity. It was like it was like a Hawaii planet, practically. If you want to take Hawaii and turn it into a planet, that was Mars back in the day. So, and I do think there are things they have found on the surface there that they don't want to quite disclose, because I think if we knew our true origins and we knew our true history as human beings, the governments, religions, and everything else as far as currency and control structures would probably dissolve and dissipate, and that threatens a lot of people in power. This is why they never fully admit that there's extraterrestrials. They like to drip feed it and they like to hint at it. But here's the thing, man. Let's say there is a galactic federation. Let's say there is this galactic government out there. Let's say there is. And we find out about it here on little planet Earth. Everything down here is going to begin to look like this. Very, very, very much so. Because right now it is everything to us. Because and I believe this is an illusion, but we feel like we're alone. We're just out in this abyss. And the one merited thing I do take from some of the flat earthers is I do believe that the distance that we perceive between us and other star systems or us and other places is a conscious construct illusion of the simulatory reality we live in. 100%. I do think everything is more close by than it seems. There are quicker ways to get there. So I'm going to bring up this quick article from Salon. Graham Hancock actually ended up posting it. Let's take a look here. Let's pull it up. All right. Our human ancestors learned to sail 500,000 years ago, study suggests. New evidence suggests our hominid ancestors crossed the Mediterranean long before humans evolved. I think they were modern humans. I think so 100%. I mean, you look at Michael Tellinger, okay? Guys, check him out, he's on Gaia, but they found the stone circle complexes in South Africa with the harmonic stones that actually produce musical frequencies when struck. And those are over 1 million years old. So we have two cases at this point. Either Neanderthals were way smarter than we actually give them credit for, or modern humans have been around way, way longer than we could ever possibly know. There's another guy. I agree with a lot of things he says. His name is Michael Cremo, and he believes there's been 7 different ages of humanity on this planet, and we are currently in the final age. There's a lot of out-of-place artifacts too. One big one, I've always told a lot of people, if you really want to see what I'm saying, go back to some news articles in the late 1890s and the early 1900s. There was actually kind of a little bit of a renaissance of this train of thought. There was a lot of giant human skeletons found, about from 7 to 12 feet tall. They had 6 fingers, 6 toes, 2 rows of teeth. And the Smithsonian, of course, had to come and cover that all up. So I do think that there is a lot more to our history that is not being revealed to us, because if we truly knew the power we had as humans, I think we would become a race of super beings, straight up, at this point. So, alrighty guys, I'm going to try and kind of keep my eyes on everything today. I have a long day ahead of me. It is Friday. I'm getting tired of living for the week.